Hey guys, I'm back, and yes, faction tournament is active. Yes, unfortunately, it's raid tournament. Yeah, I'm not. I care less about this. I actually was looking forward to some type of level up. Yeah, a lot of people are having doubts that solo level up will ever come back, and I can see that happening. I'll give you my opinions on that after this overview of these prizes. Yeah, we'll do that in random talk. But yes, right now the current event is faction raids, and we're gonna do what we usually do and do an overview. Yeah, I'm gonna do an overview, give you guys my opinions of these prizes that's being offered by Scopely, and let you guys know what I think of them. And let's take a look at them right now. And rank 1 faction will be receiving Eric March to War new 4-star. And you know what, from right out the bat, you know, as soon as I opened it up, I was like, oh, I like this card model. Yeah, this card model looks pretty impressive. It's actually a nice, you know, a lot of detail in this card model. You know, he has that mountain hiking look, you know, with the rope in the backpack. So I do think that this is a great card model. Yeah, real high quality as far as the person that designed it. So yeah, I like this. I like the way the card looks. Now, as far as you know, stats and all that, well, he's a citizen, so that's a plus. I like seeing more and more citizen, you know, cards with a citizen persona. Yeah, because yeah, it gives me some excuse, or it lets me use some of my citizen trainers. Because yeah, we get buttloads of citizen trainers, be it 1-star, 2-star. So yeah, it's a welcome to see more cards coming out with this persona citizen. Now, as far as trait goes, he's a red alert. Let's move on to his stats. Maxed out as, you know, as a 4-star. And I mentioned before, the way I look at 4-stars, you know, I look at their average and I just subtract 100 from you know, what I think the average is for 5-stars. And for 4-stars is 700, 700, 1000. And if you look at all the stats of 4-stars, you'll see why I use that as the standard as far as averages go. And we take a look at him. At his attack is at 647. So his attack is, yeah, it's below that average of a 4-star, but his defense is actually pretty awesome for a 4-star. It's at 762, so it's right up there with some of the 5-stars that's in this game maxed out. So his base stat for defense is pretty excellent. Now HP is excellent too, because it also compares to a lot of 5-stars in this game at 1127. So if anything, I'll say the stats of this new Eric, I think they're great stats. He's defensive as far as, you know, as far as this card, his stats goes, he's more of a defensive card. You know, the stats will allow him to last longer, and he'll need to, because his AR, it's called Heal Up, so you could guess what his AR does. Yeah, it's a 45 AP, it's a turn 2. All teammates regain 40% of their max HP. Okay, he's a pure healer. Yeah, they may get some negative you know, remarks because he's just a pure healer, but one thing you have to note, he has great stats, so he will survive. Yeah, if anything, he will at least be able to throw some of those heals up, which is what you want, you know, when it comes to healers. You know, when you see a healer with a low defense, low HP, yeah, those are the ones that yeah, kind of suck. You know, you got that Morgan, that 5-star Morgan, his defense is very, very low. So and though his leader skill does offer defense, but that's one of the reasons why I think that card compared to this one, especially this one's a turn 2. Turn 2 healers, I think they're a lot better than you know, the ones that take much longer to go off. This Mark right here, I mean this Eric, yeah, I meant to say Eric. I guess you could compare him to Molly, because Molly's a turn 2 healer also, but Molly's AR is actually a lot better. She does give a 30% attack buff for 3 turns, so that's what puts her, gives her the edge as far as using as a, you know, if you want to have just a plain healer in your team. But I will still say this card is not too awful because his leader skill is pretty decent. All ranged teammates get a medium bonus when attacking and taking damage. Lori, Red Alert 4-star Lori has this same type of leader skill. So yeah, it's nice to see another card with it also. What do I think of this Eric? I think he's worthy of a rank 1 when it comes to these faction level ups. Though, yes, I wish that it was 5 stars being offered during these events. 4 stars are what Scopely likes to give, and as far as a 4-star goes, I think he's pretty decent. Now everybody will be getting this crate. This crate of elite gear sucks. I wished it was ultra gear, and I wish it was more than just one for the top factions, but it is what it is. And you know what, at least everybody gets it, I guess. I guess that's the good thing about this whole thing about this crate. Everybody will receive it. But the top faction gets a higher amount of this bag, this 4-star weapon token bag. They'll get 5, pretty low amounts, not that, yeah, almost not even worth going for, but alright, that's what's being offered for the rank 1 bracket. Now rank 2 bracket will be getting Carson, and he's not that great. He's an old card, dated card, even for a 4-star. As you can see, I won't really do an overview. Everybody knows this card already. I'm pretty sure he's in your roster also. But you take a look at his stats. Him and Eric are pretty much, you know, stat wise are the same, but you could tell from his defense, 643. Yeah, that Eric has like over 100 more points in defense compared to this Carson. Same thing with the HP. Yeah, that Eric has 1,127, I believe. So yes, you take a look at the stats and you see right away why that Eric, the new 4-stars that Scopely's making, are, yeah, they're almost like, yeah, a level higher than the old 4-stars like this Carson. But this is what's being offered for rank 2. Yeah, that is a pretty terrible price for a rank 2 event, you know, for a faction raid event, for a faction event in general. Yeah, don't think he's that great. He's pretty old, and yeah, it sucks that they work so hard and they'll end up just with a Carson. And then they'll get 3 bags of the weapon tokens. Now same thing with 3 to 5, they'll be getting Roadmap Connor, and he's a pretty terrible card too. And what makes him worse, he's 76 AP. Though he gives a crit, a 35 crit for 3 turns. I don't think he's that great of a card. If anything, he's pretty terrible as far as 4-stars go. But you know, 3 to 5, unfortunately, will be receiving him. And then they'll get only 2, you know, bags of the 4-star tokens. Now 6 to 10, they get an even worse 4-star. Yes, Mark, start for a help. He's the one I hate to see during my pulls, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about that card. Yeah, terrible prize being offered for 6 to 10. And then they'll get 2 bags of the weapon tokens. Now 11 to 25, they'll get 1,750 4-star recruit tokens and only 1 bag of the 4-star weapon tokens. And now 26 to 75, they will be getting 750 of the 4-star recruit tokens and only 250 weapon tokens. So yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Prizes wise goes, yeah, this whole event, yeah, it just sucks. A lot of people were hoping for level up. Yeah, a lot of people are still waiting for that solo level up that hasn't dropped in over 2 months now. Don't know what the holdup is, but yeah, we're back with a faction raid. Yeah, faction raid event. Terrible. Very, very terrible. Now, this is the milestones in there's beanies to be, yeah, you can get beanies for 1,600 trophies. And I don't even know whether or not I want to go through this whole entire, whole entire thing. I don't care. Even so, I think that Eric is pretty decent 4-star. I don't run 4 stars in my teams. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people that wouldn't mind getting him. I don't even know if I'll even get enough to get these birds. Could care less about these birds. Believe me, I could care less. If you watch my war chest opens, you'll understand why I could care less. I could give a bird. I don't care. What's the saying goes? I don't give 2 birds whether or not I complete this. But yeah, these are the prizes. These are the prizes for this faction event. Unfortunately, it wasn't level up. This is what's going on right now, and it just plain blows. Yeah, I hate this. I hate stuff like this that happens in the game. Yeah, it's no good for it. Yeah, that's all I got for the overview of those prizes. Let me talk about the well, you know what, before I start going into random talk, I do want to talk about this. These are actually dropping during raids. You'll be getting these materials. Yeah, flak jacket piece, and then they have wool beanie thread, and you collect 10k of them. Either these or these, you get 10k, you turn them in, you get a maximum, you could collect a maximum of 2, flak or beanie. So you know what, I'll say this is pretty cool. I like where they're going as far as collections goes. I think this is a smart thing to do. At the same time, it's a welcome, because you know what, I can only anticipate what they come up with next. I'm hoping that maybe if they're nice enough, Scopely can start doing ones for walkies and school bags. That one will spark some interest from people. This is just something that I like that Scopely is doing, because this requires no purchasing. This has it doesn't require any purchasing at all. So yes, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool on Scopely's part. Now, you know what, we'll move on, start doing some random talk. That's my overview of that. So that's all you were here for. Video's over for you guys, and let's talk about why I think that they're not coming out, bringing out a solo level up. You know what, I've been saving for a while for a solo level up. Got cards ready, and you know what, let me show you guys why I don't want any I don't want any birds. Let me. Where are those friggin' birds? Yeah, where the heck? Yeah, here you go. There you go. Yeah, this is why I don't give a bird. I don't give a bird, because I got way too many birds. But I got 5 stars. I got tunes. I'm ready to level up, but I've been holding off for a solo level up. And there are plenty of you guys, in my region, plenty of guys in everybody's region that are sitting there waiting, stocking up, getting their food supplies ready, got their trainers cooking, and same here. I got all my I got my training grounds there. They're cooking with a bunch of trainers, and I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready to level up. So why is Scopely not dropping a solo level up? Here, you know what? I thought about it, and I was thinking, all right, maybe the reasons why is because there's little profit when it comes to solo level ups for them. And maybe they're not doing it because they don't feel like giving away free 5 stars. But then I thought, no, that can't be true, because they did this. They just got done with this winter token event, which required to get the first pull, you get a free 5 star. Didn't require any spending. And then I was like, then what's the reason why they're not dropping solo level ups? Is maybe they want to send a message that they're not doing that anymore. They want people to level up their for me, it makes no sense. This is my reason why they should drop the level up. They drop a solo level up, people level up their tunes. That means that they max out their tunes. They need, in order for them to participate or compete in another level up, they'll need to purchase more or win more, they need more 5 stars. So to me, it makes sense for them to do solo level ups often. You know, yes, they're giving away a 5 star, but only one person gets rank 1. Only one person gets rank 2. And maybe, a couple people, maybe 4 or maybe 5 people get the next bracket 5 star, the 3 to 7. So that's why I say it makes no sense why they shouldn't drop it, because it makes people use up their resources, makes people use up their 5 stars to gain points. And if they want to participate again in an event, a level up event, they'll need to acquire more 5 stars, which in the end means more money for them. So why aren't they dropping it? Why aren't they dropping any solo level ups? I believe it's maybe during the event, during the time it's happening, the events going on, they make little to no profit at all, because people farm, people store, people set aside, or they have their rosters set up, and when a level up drops, there's no need for them to spend because they've been saving for a while. But the big picture is that Scopely don't realize that overall, in the end, if they bring out more of these events, more people will most likely be forced to make purchases to acquire more 5 stars. So in the end, they do earn profit from it. They just don't earn profit during the time the event is being run. So they have to not think about the profit during the time it's being run. They have to think about the profit they earn throughout the whole process of getting ready for a level up. And it's not only one person that goes through the level. A lot of people go through a level up. Like me right now, I got 5 stars. They're on the ready. Yeah, they're on standby, waiting to be leveled up. Am I still doing pulls? Yeah, I'm spending here and there. Am I spending money? Yeah, I'm spending money. But in the end, I don't really feel like, I don't have the need to, because I already have 5 stars ready. Now, if a solo level up dropped like maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, yes, then my 5 stars, the ones I have now ready to be leveled up, they would have been gone. So in order for me to compete in another level up, I'd have to have more 5 stars, and I had to find a way to acquire them, and that would have been most likely via pulls. So it makes little sense to me at all why, just because they don't profit during the time of the event, why they won't do it. Because I think in the end they will profit. They will earn money from the pulls, from the farming, from people doing refreshes to get trainers from the SD, people doing refreshes to earn that, world energy cans to farm those ultra gears, those elite gears, to get the gear they need to level up, or to get use up cans to farm survivors. So that's my take as far as solo level up. Senseless. It makes no sense to why they're not putting it out. They're going to earn. It's just not during the event. So that's something they need to realize, and they need to wake up and just start rolling. If anything, put out more solo level ups. Put more solo level ups more often, and then most likely they'll see a rise in their profit, because people will be forced to use up their 5 stars, and they'll need to get more. All right. I guess that's all I gotta say about that as far as random talk goes. I guess we could also talk about this. And I did about 5 pulls. I did 5 single pulls, and that was enough for me. I didn't want to do any more. That was I mentioned before, I try my luck, and if my luck's not there, I just walk away. No need to even pursue or spend any more. Well, I guess I want to talk about this because there was a thread that I saw in the general forums. I saw it yesterday because I browsed through their general forums, Scopely's general forums, from time to time, and there was this one thread that I saw. It said 7 big pulls, no 5. Yeah, no 5-star, and yeah, I read in there. The guy was angry. The guy was pissed off. He was upset. And you know what? I'll say this. I know how he feels. I could feel for him because I've been through it. Yeah, I've been through it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys been through the same thing. And it's upsetting it's upsetting to me to see someone having to go through it. And it's painful. And you know what? He was pissed off, angry. And you know what? Yes, he knew what he was getting into. He should have known that the odds were low. But at the same time, yeah, I don't blame him for ranting or getting angry or saying the things that he said, because he did say he did let it all out. Yeah, he wore his emotions on his on his keyboard. Yeah, he was letting all that emotions out. And like I said, I've been through that already. And I've been working hard to never ever put myself in that type of situation ever again. Never again will I ever go through that type of anguish or that type of pain. Yes, because yeah, the last time I did multiple big pulls was that Magna, and that was enough for me to say that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Though that didn't say that didn't tell that didn't mean I wasn't gonna spend anymore. I've been doing 10 packs. Maybe sometimes I spend enough to do a big pull, but I refuse to do a big pull. Yeah, I refuse to just throw all my chips, go all in, because that's what happens when you do a big pack. Yes, that whole thing, you're getting so much more chances. You're saving a little bit more because you got more. You'll be able to get more pulls, get more of those random number generators to pop up because you're doing such a high pull number. No, it doesn't work that way. The way it works when it doesn't matter if you do a big pull, doesn't matter if you do a 10 pack, doesn't matter if you do singles. If you're gonna get that card, you're gonna get that card. There's no way around it. You can try, but you may fail. You may spend over $1,000 and still not get that 5-star. I've heard horror stories of people spending over $2,000 trying to get a 5-star and didn't even get one single 5-star out of all the pulls. So what does that tell you? Yeah, if you're not gonna get that card, you're not gonna get it. You can't force randomness. You can't force luck. And I know that a lot of people, after a while they feel like their accounts are, I guess, flagged. They feel like their accounts are there's something Scopely doing behind their system, setting up, all right, this account's not going to get the 5-star, less likely to get the 5-star, or he's only going to get the, what, I think in the end, yes, there are certain 5-stars that have a higher chance of getting. I'm pretty sure a lot of the crappy cards, they have a higher rate of I guess a higher, you have higher odds compared to the more premium cards, that you're gonna end up getting one of those crappy cards more often. And I've experienced that one, I believe, that's part of the system. But as far as whether or not the reason why you're not getting the 5-star is because Scopely is doing something to your account, I really doubt that. I think that it's all about luck. It's all about being in the right place at the right time at the right pull. In this case, and it just happens. And I'll tell you, there's times where it took me a lot of big pulls to get that 5-stars, and there's times like that Shiva just happened this weekend. It just took me 3 single pulls and I end up getting her. So it's just that. I think the whole reason why I wanted to talk about this, and I'm talking about the pull system again. You know what? It's already 2017. It's already January 4th. 4 days after this year just kicked off and started. I'm moving forward and hopefully gonna, as far as spending goes, I already came up with, I guess, a goal for myself, how I'm gonna go about spending when it comes to this game. As far as pulls goes, that one I'm determined to have more self-control, and I guess since I do these uploads and I do have some subscribers that do spend, I'm not sure how you guys feel about pulls, whether or not you guys were down on your luck or whether or not you guys were lucky, or how you guys feel about this whole pull system and how the odds are. I want, if anything, you know what, I want to give some people some type of, I guess, some advice, and what they can do to try to have some, I guess, control, because that's the thing that, I guess, the thing that people hate the most. This pull system makes you go out of control, makes you feel like you can't control yourself, makes you start doing things that you normally would not do, and that's spending high amounts of, a high amount of money on digital pixels, crap, stuff you can't even sell. And I guess the first thing that I would advise to you guys, you guys need to set yourself a limit. And I say, when I say set yourself a limit to a person, it's different, but a limit to, the only way you can tell what your limit is a limit is the amount of money that you don't mind losing. The amount that if you lose it, you won't be bothered or be upset or get angry, about losing it. Be it if your limit is just a few pulls. All right, a few pulls it is. If your limit is a 10 pack, $30 US, all right, that's your limit. If a limit is one big pack, all right, cool, that's your limit. But anytime you go spend a certain amount and you have regret, you have resentment, you get upset and angry, then yes, you went over your limit. Because that's how you got to go about this game. Because when you go over your limit, you get angry, get upset. That's when all of a sudden you lose control and you start making decisions. That's when you pull out your credit card or your bank account or whatever, purchase more iTunes cards or Google cards, and you end up spending more and more and more because you are upset. And everybody knows when you're upset, you can't make good decisions. You can't make any rational decisions. No, everything's impulsive at that point. So yeah, first advice, set yourself a limit so you don't lose control. And I guess the second advice is to don't expect anything. Don't expect it. Don't sit there. One thing, don't sit there and think that every time you do a big pull or do a 10 pack or do a couple singles that you're gonna get that 5-star. You have to have the mindset of, all right, you know what, I'm gonna try. If I don't get it, all right, cool. I didn't go over my limit, so I'm fine. I didn't spend too much, so I'm fine. Walk away. You're able to walk away because you weren't expecting it. When you do a 10 pack and you expect to get that 5-star, yes, you will get upset. You will get upset because you didn't get that 5-star. You didn't get what you wanted. And that's the thing. You gotta have that mindset that, all right, you know what? I want that card, but you know what? I know that the odds are low. So if I don't get it, all right, you know what? I guess this is not my time to get that card. I'll eventually get it. That Shiva, that was just, I guess, promoed, this weekend. That first time she appeared, I did like three 10 packs. I believe it was 3 10 packs, or maybe 4. Maybe I did 4 10 packs trying to get that Shiva. Didn't work. I was tempted to do a big pack, but I told myself, no, I'm not going to do a 10 pack. Around that time, I didn't get her. So but I said, you know what, eventually maybe she'll pop up. Maybe this time I'm not able to get her. The next time I'll get her. And that's what happened. I got her the second time, just like that Impair Michonne. The Impair Michonne, I know I wanted that card very badly, but I knew, after not getting her, after several 10 packs, I said, you know what, that's it. I can't go anymore. Even if I do, even if I get her at this point, I'll be irritated because I didn't. I'm chasing her, and that's one thing you guys can't do. You can't chase. Yeah, you can't chase luck. You can't chase randomness. Randomness, luck, they come to you. That's the thing when it comes to when it comes anything that deals with chance. In the game of chance, you have to let it come to you, not you chasing after. Because when you chase after them, you end up going way more. And believe me, getting getting a card that you want and not having to spend several $100s for it, it's a lot sweeter receiving it than it is receiving it spending several $100s. Because when after everything's said and done, and after the adrenaline of seeing that 5-star pop is gone, to me, I get a certain unhappiness because I know I spent way too much for something that I know that's not valued at that amount. And the last thing, I guess the last advice I can give you guys is, one, when it comes to a card that you really want or you think that's great, and then you think it's the bee's knees, you gotta have that card, stay away from Line App. Stay away from global chat. Stay away from whatever app or faction chat or whatever, and YouTube, because it's gonna make you feel pissed off. That you tried and another person tried effortlessly and end up getting that card. That's another thing that's tied in with emotions. That pisses you off. You're like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that card too. Well, no, it doesn't work that way. No, sometimes you could put your limit just a little higher. You do a 10-pack, you don't get it, you go, all right, that's my limit. But then you see someone get it, on Line App, they post a picture of it, and you go, you know what? Let me try another 10. Well, you know what? All right, fine. If you're comfortable with losing another 10, doing another 10-pack, all right. If that's fine, but don't let it get to you too much. Wish them luck. Congratulate them, because I'm pretty sure there's times where you end up getting that 5-star or getting a card or getting something in the game that a lot of people will probably feel the same way. Probably like, damn, you lucky bastard. But that's the thing. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's only I guess advice I give you guys. And the only thing that brought about this type of me talking about this is because I saw that thread, and it's a thread that you keep seeing over and over again, just different title. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been in the same situation I was in last year, where you're like pissed off, angry about failed pulls, and you just don't worry about it, and change the way you go. Because you don't want to experience it gets tiresome. It wears you down when you experience the same thing over and over again. And the only way you could change that is control. Control yourself. Follow some of the advice I gave you guys. Whether or not it's up to you guys if you want to follow that type of advice. So far, those are the things that have been helping me moving forward and actually enjoying this game more now. And as you can tell, I've been doing more uploads, so obviously I'm enjoying the game a lot more now. But that's all I got for you guys. Good luck on this faction raid tournament. Even so, it sucks. Good luck, and hope you guys place where you guys want to be at. And to my subscribers, old, new, and current, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for the views, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. All right, guys.